played a guessing game of one thing, you just, even pros will be like, oh man, you just had way too much shit because of blah. And then they like watch the replay quickly and they're like, yeah, I was wrong. I like totally misread what the fuck happened in that game. Like actually it was this other thing, which I forgot about, which was more important. Because sometimes you even realize in the heat of the moment, the big thing which you make the mistake in. But by the end of an action-packed StarCraft game, you forget what that thing is, and then the next time you make the exact same mistake. So if you don't like give yourself that time to kind of, that's the big thing I gotta fix, then like your dumb monkey brain's gonna kick in. You can be like, cool, same situation, let's do the same mistake. And then you're like, oh, you fucking idiot, and you start like telling yourself you're bad at the game, and it's like, dude, calm down, stop being so self-hating. They're like, fucking, too stressful. Yeah. StarCraft becomes very stressful if you don't take the time to understand what's happening. Everything feels like bullshit if you don't. If you never watch replays, you never really like start looking at the bigger picture of what's happening in your games, like ever. You don't have to do it every game. Like I said, even a quick 30-second rewind game is good. But once you start actually looking at what's happening in the games, everything's in context. You see the bigger picture. You start to, my opponent's build is like really all in. I just gotta like defend that one attack, you know? I thought I had to go to the next stage. I was still building more. I was building a third command center, but it was actually, I didn't need to do that. I just needed more bunkers, you know? There's a lot of just, it's easier when you understand your opponent's perspective and that they're another player trying their fucking heart out to like lose to them, whether or not it's fun losing the game to that strat, right? So anyways, what are we playing, TvZ? We're playing proxy fucking starport with a reactor into fucking range libs. Yeah, none of the maps are good for this anymore. I used to make this shit work all the time. I'm gonna go for an expand into it. And oof, I guess we gotta put it down there. Yeah. So the way we're gonna make this work is, because if we do it on one base, you've got to like literally kill them with the proxy lib, and that can work, but on these maps, there's too much space. It's too easy for queens and spores to get underneath. So I want to have a little bit more breathing room with it. I want to have Hellions out. I want to be able to do all that stuff. All right. So a little bit more of a normal opening. Hopefully we don't get stuck in some game of defending roaches or some shit like that. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Alright. Whoops. Did we just take a second gas reel? We did. Oh no. Well, that's actually pretty fucking good if you think about it. Cause we don't need to do damage there. Since we're gonna go reacted starport, right? Put that down here. Thankfully, that third base location is actually really fucking good.
Yes, indeed. All right, certainly.
I don't quite get it.
Go ahead.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Add-on complete.
I don't know about building a reactor on this, man. It's gonna be awkward. Oh well.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Command center upgrade complete.
Agreed. SCV ready. Let's do this. What's going on?
Let's get that wall off.
In the rear with the gear. Bad news. Ready to raise some hell. Yep. SCV ready.
I'm very worried about Rochi's coming as well.
Are you SCV ready?
We're gonna go for that reactor, because why the fuck not?
SCV ready. I'm going. Yes,
Ow.
indeed. Ready to raise some hell.
At least that's hard for him to scout.
Add-on complete.
raise some hell. Yeah. Go ahead. SCV ready. SCV ready. Huh? I'm in a heap of trouble.
Add-on complete.
All right. Lib's coming in.
SCV ready.
2 at a time. It's very important to keep these Hellions alive.
Yeah, baby. All right. SCV ready.
I haven't thought through the follow-up, which is obviously problematic,
What?
but
This better be good. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
range Libs now on the way.
Huh? SCV ready. Agreed.
Reporting.
Command center operating.
All right, my opponent knows how to spread creep. This is a pretty big problem for those of you who don't know.
Certainly. On the way.
Need something liberated?
Armed and ready. All right. Done. SCV ready. Ah! Go ahead. I'm listening.
All hands to battle stations. Attention.
SCV ready.
Ah, Commander. As you say. Easy.
He reacted pretty fast.
We're returning fire.
Some SCV ready. What's going on? In the rear.
Reporting for action.
Very good defense from the opponent.
Yes, sir.
Upgrade complete.
Flight mode is locked.
SCV ready. Huh? Ready to raise some hell.
Add-on complete.
All hands to battle stations.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
Incoming orders.
Are you ready for this?
Liberation is at hand.
Ready to raise some hell. Talk to me, boss. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Huh?
Attention.
Ready to raise some hell.
Perfect. Got freedom. Ah, Commander.
SCV ready.
Yes, sir. We're returning fire.
Yeehaw!
Reporting for action.
Ready. I'm in a heap of trouble. Ready to raise some hell.
Course all hands to battle stations. Easy.
SCV ready.
We have you on screen.
Go ahead. Ready to roll it. SCV ready.
We're returning fire.
That's a very nice damage.
Reporting for action.
Yep.
Whoops.
SCV ready.
Got.
I mean, maybe we have a chance. I don't know.
Where's the hot action? Talk to me. Ready.
Reporting for action.
SCV ready.
Research complete.
Ready to go.
Oh my god, he's doing big damage, and the Libs are getting in again.
Incoming. All hands to battle stations.
complete.
How can we help?
Base is under attack.
He doesn't know about that.
I'm going.
Add-on complete.
All hands to battle stations.
Oh my god, the libs are actually doing it.
What's going? Stop by the numbers.
Reporting for action.
Hot footing out there. This better be good. Ah! You scared me.
Upgrade complete.
Sure.
Base is under attack.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Your forces are under attack.
Attention! Initiating.
Go ahead. What's going?
Your forces are under attack.
Liberation is at hand.
Your forces are under attack.
FCV ready. Ready to roll out.
Mineral field depleted.
All hands to battle stations. Incoming. Need something liver? We have you on screen.
I'm fueled up, ready to go. What's our target? I'm waiting. What's that?
Mineral field depleted.
Go. Big job.
We're returning fire!
SCV.
Upgrade complete.
Need something blown up. What's going? Go
Your
ahead.
forces are under
Reporting for
attack.
action.
Are under attack. Add-on complete. Mineral field base is under attack.
Need something. What's our target? Me. Got it.
Add-on complete.
Ready to raise some hell.
Command center upgrade complete.
Incoming orders.
Got no range up, ready to go.
Mineral field depleted.
Yep.
Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Now it's online. Let's go kill something. SCV ready. Give up. What's our target?
Command center upgrade complete.
All hands to
Very good mech player, you can tell.
Let's go. Man the rear.
No!
Ready to go.
I do have building armor, so it's actually putting up a pretty good fight.
Ready to raise some hell.
all hands to battle stations.
Fused up. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Got freedom?
Give us. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Alright, so we're trying to go.
What's our target?
Base is under attack.
Ah, you scared me. Need something.
We read you.
Systems go. Sight.
Base is under attack. Upgrade complete.
We're returning fire!
Your forces are under attack. Base is under
Reporting for
attack.
This ought to be good.
Got freedom? Of course.
I'm in deep. I'm waiting. You got coordinates.
Why are we shooting overseers, guys? Come on. Oh, we still don't have mag field? I thought I had
All
it.
hands to battle stations.
What's going on?
Mineral field depleted.
Will do.
How can we help? Flight.
Optics on.
This is actually insane. Can't believe these are doing so much damage.
We're returning fire.
Your forces are under attack.
Systems go. SCV.
Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted.
You scared me. In the rear. What's our talk to me, boss. What's that? SCV ready. I'm in a heap of trouble. Give us your... Inside of the... Got no patience. Sitting around. Fueled up, ready to go.
Liberation is upon.
Ready to raise some hell. What's our target?
All hands to battle stations.
I'm in deep. Inside of the gun. Got a target. Here's the hot action. Ready to roll out. Adjusting. Coordinates.
All hands to battle stations.
Channel's clear, boss. Give us your best. I'm in a heap of trouble.
Got him! Woo! Hot diddly damn.
Mineral field depleted.
Just never found the starport until too late. Actually, let me swap back here into generic mobile units, aka the Cyclones. Which I don't think I could have done early because I just wouldn't have been able to get up enough material for it. And we just harassed and harassed and harassed. Those libs did crazy damage. So it was a normal opening. We just built our starport down there, built a reactor, and then non-stop libs rallied to this point, which was fantastic that he took this third, because it meant I had access to all 3 mineral lines from the same entry point. Dive in here, choose your mineral line to siege on, right? Should have put a spore crawler there, spore crawler here, spread the creep over and put spores over everywhere up there much earlier. How many workers do you guys think I killed in that game? That was insane. That was, of course, the Warcraft 2 soundtrack. For anyone who remembers the greatness of that soundtrack, it is fantastic. How many drones do you think I killed, guys? I have no friggin' idea. I think it was probably... I don't know if the game went long enough for this estimate, but I'm just going to go with my first guess without really overthinking it. I think 130. And I know that's too many, but I wasn't looking at I think he pulled away a lot more than that, but I'm like going, you know what, I wasn't really looking at my libs. Let's hope he just sat in the lib zones a bit more than I realized. It's probably closer to 98, 100, 110, but I'm guessing 130 like a psychopath. Like a psychopath. Let's see how close we were. Some of you guys got some guesses in. 110. 110. Yeah. So, for those who don't know, this was just non-stop lib harass. I was real lucky that my opponent was playing super defensive because I had very little stuff at home. If my opponent attacked me with Ravages or Lings or anything, I was probably dead. This is a very dirty, greedy build. But once those libs started coming in, and then that lib range wasn't too far behind it as well. So I think the first 2 libs siege without it, but then we got lib range, and I think that kicked in for the 3rd and 4th liberator. So if we take a look, the Hellions, the first Hellions didn't really achieve much, right? They kind of just got surrounded there. They do end up picking off some Lings, but the libs, 4 kills on that. So I guess 6 kills in total on the first 2 libs. Not amazing. Funnily enough, though, I started doing this. So this is actually often the better move if your opponent doesn't have fantastic mechanics. You start creating problems. So notice I just kept rallying individual Hellions into mineral lines and just shift-clicking drones. I look away. I just go shift-click the drones. Like, I microed it a bit. This one I microed a bit more. And then this starts overwhelming your opponent, APM-wise. You notice I kept doing that. This guy like, here's some Hellions. Here's some more fucking random Hellions just clicked in. They're not even doing anything. My brain's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Why do you keep rallying this shit in? I'm like, well, just to distract you a little bit. Just so hopefully you're a little bit less prepared for this. The libs come in, siege up both. Quick pull there. Quick pull there. Still not getting big damage done, right? In terms of direct damage, no. We're creating a lot of chaos. And then that, yeah, I got 2 Hellions there. They actually killed like 7 or 8 drones. So funnily enough, it was the 2 Hellions. These libs, bit slow to siege. I start sieging them on top of queens. We start killing a few more workers. Still not doing crazy damage. Another Hellion ran in there and actually killed more drones. And at this point, I was like, what the fuck what are you doing? That's so dumb. Makes Corruptors, chases off 1 lib, but then makes the mistake of thinking, let's go attack with these Corruptors. And as soon as I see them come to my base, everything falls apart for my opponent. My opponent's like, cool, 73 drones, we're going to hive, 75 drones, we're going to go pee on your building, haha. And this was a terrible decision because they start peeing on my building. And look at what happens at the same time. That lib they chased off earlier survived. It comes in. A Hellbat comes in here and kills a pack of drones, by the way, on his own. Individual Hellions. This is the funniest shit I kept doing. Can't believe it worked. Killed more. This lib there, this lib there. And my opponent's trying to pee on the command center, which... What you do whenever they pee on your command center, guys, you lift it, you cue it to move out of range so it breaks caustic spray, and then to re-land so that they can't use their regular attack to build it. And we built a single Cyclone, the only thing I have that shoots up. He does end up coming and forcing my base to lift, but you'll notice I've got these real safe tanks back here, so he can't actually finish me, and these libs were being such dicks. This one already forced all those drones off, killed 11, rotated down here, and those Corruptors are still hanging out on my side of the map. My opponent's getting distracted by the Roaches, the Ravagers, and these libs just keep queuing in. I keep going down to my proxy and manually building more. Another lib came in there, and at this point, my opponent's on 46 drones and is building Roaches and Ravagers and not realizing the economy's taken such a hit, they need to be holding down drones. And it's like, oh, it's cool, I'm killing a base, but it's like, oh, you don't realize just how many command centers I have. And even though these trades aren't amazing for me, more libs. Random Widow Mines start running into mineral lines at some point here as well. So it's just so much random bullshit that your opponent's got to panic and start making mistakes, right? Yeah. Still down 50 supply. My opponent still should have been able to recover from here, right? 58 drones. But then we see some big Roach attacks. Take out a few tanks, but take massive losses. 0-0 Roach Ravager, 1-1 tanks. And that's where things start to go really awry. From there, it's like, oh no. And then 1 or 2 more good rounds of harassment that really start picking up the damage. And that's when my opponent will be in trouble. Once again, the Corruptors, I think, were not finding this for far too long. This lib got 14 kills. Oh my god, that lib got 21 kills before it went down. And then we just do this random push of tank mine. Those mines somehow weren't burrowed for a while. Swap into Cyclones. I thought I'd started Magfield, and then I realized, wait, we didn't start it, and we start it then. But there's more libs going at the same time as that push. So the real power, knowing that that push is not going to do anything, it's just going to distract, because it was mostly mines with a few tanks, right? But it distracted enough that these libs just ruined the Zerg economy. And this was the point where they were like, oh, I actually don't have money, I'm on 40 drones. Oh no. So, even though it did start cleaning up the Hellion counters, we come in, get another hatch. And, GG's. Can't believe that worked. That's hilarious. Add that to the Book of Filth, says Black Bear. Good idea. I think I might already have a build like that in there. Such a silly build order. It's like not safe at all. I guess you can get a tank at home or something. And it gives up the ability to keep running in with Hellions. Anyways, GG. Hope you guys enjoyed that.